guys, and welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas. Today, our DIY is about distressing your shirts. And I know you don't know why. If you're like my dad and my mom, why you're cutting up your clothes? You don't want to do that. You pay so much money for an old busted up thing. Well, look at these jeans. They've got holes everywhere. And you know what? I found out that right now, you pay more money for the stuff that's torn up than for the stuff that's good. Anyway, if you're like me, these sweatshirts here, I can't stand this tight thing around my neck right here. It's for the same reason I can't wear very thick hoodies, because anything that touches my neck makes me feel a little bit nauseous. So I distress my shirt sometimes for two reasons. One, it turns an old shirt into something cool and something new, easier to wear. And two, the shape of this is not the most flattering thing in the world. Not all the time. You can wear it when you're lounging at home and you're cozy in your house. But if you distress it, then you can wear it anywhere you want. If you're like me, you like to do new things. If not, you don't have to do it. So for those of you who like the distressed t-shirt look, I have my Dangerous Hope sweatshirt. I know it's hurting some of you that I'm about to chop this up, but it's okay. If you like it, you can wear it, right? And if you want to know how to distress your shirts, this is how. So, first thing, get a shirt. Ta-da! And some people measure and try to make this as neat as possible, but since we're distressing it, I don't know why it's got to be so neat. So I'm gonna take off this entire band right here, because I should have worn it before so you would see how it kind of gives you a nice chunky belly when you have this band. But by taking the band off, it just lets the shirt lay flat. So let's do it. Too late now. Okay. And that you can toss or save for something else. Okay. The next thing we want to do is to cut the shoulder. And I chose to cut this side. So you pick whichever one you want. This time I want the left shoulder to be the cold shoulder. So the way you do this is, first of all, I fold the shirt in half like this, so we get the complete, the middle, the exact middle of the shirt. And if you have a chalk line, that's great. If not, you can just do it the way I do it. So we want to go right here, see where that line is, right there. Now, we want to use that line because that means that the shirt won't unravel unnecessarily, and that's important. So I make a tiny hole right there at the shoulder seam. And then I want to cut directly from the middle line under the neck all the way to that shoulder. And now I'm going to cut carefully around the neckline itself. Now I'm going to cut the back part exactly the same way. I'm going to follow the front line. Okay. All right, so next comes the distressing part of the shirt. Now, if we cut off the top here on the right side, then we're gonna distress the bottom left side, because I think it kind of balances out, you know, when you do it like that. So how do you make holes? Just like this, look. You cut like little semicircles. Like that, see? So you cut a big one, then a teeny one, then another teeny one. And you just like make a little galaxy of stars. Ta-da! And then you want to do some on the opposite shoulder as well. Now, the next thing you want to know is that every time you do this, you want to stretch the fabric along the cut line. Wherever that is, I'm going to stretch it like this, so it kind of finishes the edge of it. Just pull it and stretch it. Do that on the bottom as well. And I guess it kind of rolls up the edge, but that's the way that the stretch shirts look. Alright, so another thing you want to do for a distressed shirt, because unless moths attack your stuff, they don't really have proper holes like this, is that you want to try to let some of the edges get really frayed. You're gonna find the edges of this red, which is not easy, but especially when it's a high quality hoodie like we have at Hope NYC. So another way to do the fraying is, on this you've got to be really careful with. And this one is probably the better looking type of distress. Take the edge of your scissors and you scrape here. So I want you to see what happens. You see that? Those are the kind of distress holes that look the best, right? So this one's gonna do better. Another thing is to make the oh, look at my poor scissors. If you guys want to buy me scissors, I can bring my scissors from home. I have really good ones. I cut off the cuff too. And then you want to distress the arm too, right? And then you just repeat. Just do as many holes as you want, wherever you want. And there it is. This is the distressed shirt. So there are some holes here and some holes here, but it's not so holy that you can't wear it, and that's how the whole thing looks. You can leave this part out if it's too much for some of you, but I love that, and I love the no cuff on the sleeve. Look at that. And it doesn't choke you. Ta-da! Hope you like it. And when you do yours, make sure you post it in the PG community so I can see what your distressed shirt looks like.